to remember, men are providers because Allah assigned them as providers. They're not providers because we're desperately in need of money. Those don't have anything to do with each other. A woman can be a billionaire and her husband can make $100,000 a year and he's still responsible for all the bills. His job is the provision because Allah assigned it to him. If she wants to give it up, that's give up that obligation. I'm sorry, free him. That's her business. But there's no contradiction between me having complete 100% financial independence and also calmly and in my feminine energy, so to speak, accepting the provision of a man. That's very important for women to understand. Women kind of are taught like we need to be ready-made wives, so that the more helpless we are, the less money we have, the more we're able to be in our feminine, and that's not correct. And I will talk about this in Feminine Soul Reset in more detail, inshallah. But in short, the women who are actually able to be in their feminine energy the most and to fulfill the obligations of the wife are the women who are actually practically self-sufficient in the world. There's so much research on this. There's even proof in Islam, and we need to understand that. The more that you actually, in the literal sense, and I don't mean it in the social extreme sense, really do not need a man, the more you can calmly be in your feminine energy and be there for him, even when he steps outside of himself, right? And I'm gonna give you an example that triggers some people when it used to trigger me until I understood this. There's a hadith that where the Prophet ﷺ, he said that the righteous woman is the one who, after her husband wrongs her, she says, I will not sleep until you are pleased, right? Oh my God, that seems so triggering, right? Now, keep in mind, the Prophet ﷺ is not talking about abuse. He is talking about a human being. We wrong our husbands wrong us. This is life, right? And I'm not talking about patterns, okay? I'm talking about incidents. So a woman who is in her healthy feminine energy and who is not desperately depending on her husband for her identity, for approval, for being shown that I'm the best woman in the world, the worst woman in the world, and who's not scared of, like, she's not scared that she's going to be abandoned by his money. She has, let's say, for example, she has her own money. She has her own self-love, and she knows she's fully worthy. I'm not talking about arrogance. And she knows that, technically speaking, and I'm not talking about in an arrogant way, just in a factual way, I really don't need this relationship. But I choose to be in it because I love him for the sake of Allah. When he starts getting outside of himself, that woman has the emotional resources to be calm, let him get off all his energy. Like one sister said, I'm gonna let him pound his chest and I'm gonna let him finish because he needs his moment. And she was saying it out of love because she loved her husband. And she sits and says, I will not sleep until you are pleased. She's not doing it out of desperation. She's doing it from a place of wholeness, because that's not about her. That's about him. He's having a moment. He's having a moment. But if we depend on this man for everything, he gives us the money, all of this. We're dealing with childhood wounds, a father wound. And most of us have to work through this, myself included, a mother wound, a trauma from abuse that we haven't healed from. Again, I have my own stuff too. As you know, you've been in some of my programs. We're not able to do that. And if that hadith comes to mind, it feels like oppression. But the more that we are able to fully take care of ourselves emotionally, spiritually, financially, and even socially, even through girlfriends, okay? That man losing it, we're good. We can be like, okay, he's out, he's having a moment. He's even wronging me here, but you know what? I'm gonna be with him. So the more you have, practically, emotionally, and spiritually, financially, your own independence, and most importantly, your own self-worth, what a man does is not gonna take you outside of yourself.